I hate bad people. They act so damn superior when their empathy and imagination are as empty as a vacant lot. I can't deal with good people either, because they forgive those bad people. And they view the act of forgiveness as a noble thing. Makes me want to vomit. Karma isn't fully automatic. Evil people are only judged under the law. I want good people to enjoy fairness, even if only a few will. So, I save people unequally.
Do me a favor and look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, am I perfect yet? If the answer is no, you're right. Being the best version of yourself is part of self-improvement. It's either reaching your limit or breaking your limit. The first step to improve is to realize you're not perfect. Ask yourself who you are. Who you want to become? What are you gonna do about it? A man conquers the world by conquering himself. Learn how to take control over your body and mind. When someone can make you angry, they become your master. Depression is just an illusion. If you tell yourself that you can't do it, then you can't. It's about believing yourself. If you believe it will work out, you'll see opportunities. If you believe it won't, you will see obstacles. If you're not gonna do anything about it, you stay at the same place. If you keep making excuses, we'll make tomorrow harder. What if you would just do it? We will make it more easier. The hardest choices lead you to a better path. The easier the choices, the harder the path. Better choose to be disciplined, not motivated. Motivation brings you nowhere. It's a feeling to get started, but not to get you going. Discipline will get you to places. If you lost a loved one, keep going. If there's no one with you, keep going. It's a waste of time to think about the past. I am a warrior! The Saiyan Prince! Vegeta!
Close your eyes.
This is a battle with swords, not some fistfight. As long as one of us is still breathing, then this fight's not over.
You're making this a fight to the death? Why? There's no reason!
You mean you need a reason to fight? Why don't you just accept it? You crave power, isn't that right? You enjoy fighting as much as I do. And anyone who truly loves power, loves to measure that power in battle. It's a simple fact. The question is, do we fight in order to gain more power, or do we gain more power in order to fight? I haven't figured it out yet. But who cares? Because one thing is for certain. There is no reason we should ever deny it or try to change, because we were born this way. You have always wanted to fight, and you always will. It's part of you. You do it instinctively. You have no choice but to fight. Because it's the only way to gain power. If you want to control that power, fight! Take your sword and cut down your enemies!
It's not like I didn't want to be the monster. It's because the game itself just felt so incredibly one-sided and unfair. Heroes and Monsters is just a game of pretend based on kids' TV shows. Everyone's free to choose what role they play. But me, I was friendless. Always with a dark cloud above. Everyone knew who the hero was going to be. I didn't stand a chance in hell. Naturally, there was no scenario where the monster would ever win. I was always the loser. Popular kid always beats up the little guy that no one likes. That's just the way the world works. Screw justice. And screw evil too. I'm gonna be killed simply because that's what everyone else wants? It's not fair. I can't stand it. Pisses me off. All I want is to make them understand. I'm here to fight for underdogs everywhere. Good, evil, I reject them both.
It's not my fault. No, it is. I'm the one to blame.
It took a lot of blood for you to learn that lesson. Do me a favor, okay? Don't just sit there wallowing in your own guilt. That's not going to change anything, either. You've got a problem with that, you know? You're complacent, you never change or adapt. That's why you're at fault. Did you think you could blame it on something else? Coincidence? Tragedy? Fate? Sorry, but destiny doesn't exist in this world. It's all just one person's circumstances colliding with another's. And who creates those circumstances? Would you care to guess? It's you, Kaneki. All the detriment in this world stems from a lack of individual ability. Jason sure nailed that one. If you were smart to the ways of the world, you and I may never have come together like this. All because you were such a fool. But you're supposed to take the moral high road and suffer, right? Do you think the lovebirds would agree? You could have picked one of them, and the other would still be alive. But you failed them both. Why are you crying? This is your doing. You said you'd rather feel pain yourself than inflict it on others. You choose to be neutral. But you know what happens when you play both sides? In the end, everybody loses. You saw what happened with your mother.
Shut up. Mom. Oh, Mom. I wish that you were still here with me. I hate being all alone. I miss you so much it hurts. Why couldn't you just live for me? You had a choice. Why didn't you choose me?
Even if it meant forsaking your aunt?
Yes, if she'd be here now!
Even if it meant hurting her?
If it had to be done!
Even if it meant killing her?
Whatever it takes!
Good boy. Now you've got it, Kaneki. You've learned the lesson your mother couldn't seem to grasp. That sometimes, to protect one thing, you have to have the resolve to let go of another. Her actions didn't make her kind, they made her weak. She didn't have the resolve, the strength to turn her back and focus on what's important. But you're not weak like she was. You have the power to break this chain of grief.
I won't let that happen. Anyone who tries to take them from me will get no mercy.
And what if your decision ends up being the wrong one in the end?
That won't happen, because I'm not wrong. What's wrong is this messed up world.
In the shinobi world, it's not how you live, it's how you die. A shinobi's life is not measured by how they live, but rather it's measured by what they manage to accomplish before their death. And looking back, my life has really been full of nothing but failure. Continually rejected by Tsunade, unable to stop my friend, and unable to protect either my student or my mentor. Compared to the great and celebrated deeds of the Hokage, my actions are trifling, insignificant things indeed. I wish that I could have died like each of the Hokage. A tale is only as good as its final turn of events, the plot twist. And mistakes are an important part of the plot too. I've lived my life always believing that the lessons I learned are what honed me. I swore I'd accomplish a deed so great that it would obliterate all my failures. I'd die a splendid shinobi. At least that's how it was supposed to go. But this, my plot twist, my tale ending like this. The great Lord Elder prophesied that I would be the one to guide a revolution, a person who will make a great choice that will bring either peace or destruction to the world of the shinobi. I thought I would defeat pain, stop the Akatsuki, and save the world from destruction. But in the end, I failed that too. How pitiful. How sad that this will be the ending twist to the tale of Jiraiya the Gallant. What a worthless story it turned out to be. Never going back on your word, no matter what. And never giving up despite what the odds may tell you to do. Naruto, if that is truly your ninja way, then as your teacher, I have no business at all whining. Because as everyone knows, a student inherits his ninja way from his teacher. Right, Naruto? The tale of Jiraiya the Gallant. Well, now it'll end a bit better, I hope. The final chapter. I'll call it Frog at the Bottom of the Well drifts off into the great ocean. Just barely glorious, but glorious indeed. Now, I suppose it's about time I put down my pen. Oh, that's right. What should I name the sequel? I wonder. Let's see. The Tale of Naruto Uzumaki. Yes, that has a nice ring to it.
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world. The longer you live, the more you will realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility. Listen, everywhere you look in this world, wherever there is light, there will always be shadows to be found as well. As long as there is a concept of victors, the vanquished will also exist. The selfish intent of wanting to preserve peace initiates wars, and hatred is born in order to protect love. There are nexuses, causal relationships that cannot be separated. I want to sever the fate of this world. A world of only victors. A world of only peace. A world of only love. I will create such a world. I am the ghost of the Uchiha. For truly this reality is a hell.